Hi everyone, and welcome to, you've guessed it, another long overdue, exciting, orgasmic, mesmerising, amazing Chris Butty show episode. Don't think I formulated a proper English sentence, which is quite fitting for today's sandwich, which I'm going to preface this first. Or would this be a pre-preface? So pre-preface, this is just experimental. It might not work, it might work, it might just be all right, but we'll find out. And second of all, despite the name of this sandwich and its sort of theme, this isn't a really ill-willed attempt to troll anybody, no matter on what side of the Brexit debate you're on. It's just a little bit of fun, and yeah, that's really all I need to say. So the sandwich is based on these crisps right here. Will that focus? I don't think it will, because it's fixed onto me. There we go. Hopefully you can see that better. So these are crisps from a company called Superbomb out of Madrid. And this is the salt and pepper flavour. And the reason why I bought these was, first of all, how amazing is that packaging? Plus, it's salt and pepper flavour, which is always good. And yeah, picked this up from the Ancoats General Store while I was on a little bit of a bender in Manchester. And I think they were like £2.40 or something like that, which, how do you say closet Tory in Spanish? I don't know. But I thought, do you know what? We'll try and base a crisp butty around these. And yeah, so very awkward introduction over. Let's see what else is going to go on these crisp butties. So of course, first of all, we've got the star of the show, which is the salt and pepper Spanish crisps. The bread that we're going to use is the rosemary and sea salt focaccia from Tesco's. Bit of Italian flair. These are really, really nice, by the way. Really nice to cut in half and make little mini pizzas. Very much recommended. We're going to put a little bit of cheese, and today's cheese is the French Comte AOP. Very nice and subtle cheese. We're probably going to very finely grate that on top. And then representing Germany, other European countries are available, aside from this selection, of course. We've got some German salami, butter, classic Lurpak. Then we've got the Nando's piri piri salts. That's kind of Mediterranean Spanish, is it not? Probably not. And then some black pepper, and then some good old-fashioned Hellman's mustard. And you'll have to excuse the blurry soft focus. I'm trying this with the cinematic feature on my new iPhone, so still ironing out the creases, but hopefully it just gives a little bit more quality to a very low quality video. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get these done in the oven. I'm going to let them cool down a bit, and then we will get on with the constructing. So the British element to this sandwich, making myself a nice brew. But no, it's not a cup of Yorkshire tea. It's a nice cup of instant Starbucks coffee. Because let's face it, what's more British than allowing a multi-billion-dollar conglomerate to operate tax-free within the British Isles? So the bread is now out of the oven. I don't like part-baked stuff and bread in general to be too crispy, because Being a northern working class English peasant, I don't have good teeth and I don't want to risk breaking any teeth on a bit of foreign crusty bread. So I'm going to let them sort of like finish off in the tin foil and cool down a bit so we can handle them. And whilst I'm waiting for that, I thought I'd get these open and give them a try, see what they're like. It just smells like a packet of plain crisps on the nose. You know, that sort of like sunflower oil, potatoey sort of flavour. Hopefully they're a little bit more majestic on the taste. That's a bit of a sad one that I've picked there. I mean, not gonna lie, let me just get my freshly ground cup of capitalism down my throat. They're okay. Not much flavour to them, not very salty, not very peppery. The idiot working class northerner inside me thought, oh, salt and pepper, it's going to be like salt and pepper chicken. But that's not the case. They're okay, they've got a nice texture to them. I think they will work well as a crisp on a crisp butty. But it's one of those things, isn't it? It's a bit of fun, but you can definitely find much cheaper home brand, sort of like kettle crisps here in the UK that would taste exactly the same. But maybe the sort of subtleness from those crisps might work with the rest of the ingredients. So I think it's about time that we constructed this crisp butty. And yes, I am unwashed, I do have greasy hair, I've had a few days off in a row, which is very rare for me. So I'm just festering in my northern working class, that joke's not getting old, northern working class dirt, essentially. And again, because I am illiterate and English didn't come up with a proper sentence there, but anyway, let's make this sandwich. So as you can see, the bread has been sliced, a key part of the crisp butty making process. So why don't we just get on with the construction, and a little bit of a life hack for any fellow, will that focus? Will it focus? Probably not. Anyway, yeah, we're living in a cost of living crisis, so, you know, food is becoming very expensive. Bills are becoming very expensive. Fuel's very expensive. But toiletries are also very expensive. So to all my fellow northern working class peasants out there, if you can't afford to buy any deodorant or you're running low on the soap, then get yourself a peg and just block out the smell. Anyway, so let's get this sorted. So there you have it. We'll have a close look in a second. I'll just construct the other one and then we'll have a taste of it. See you in a sec. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Camera doesn't half like to focus on my face. But yeah, they look quite nice, don't they? I'm trying to hide my face so you can actually see the crisp butty, but there we go. Look at that. Didn't want to put too many on because, quite frankly, the crisps themselves, not the most flavoursome or exciting crisps. And that's a linen basket there. So, bread has sort of crisped up nicely, not too much. There we go. Can't really see it at all there. There we are, that's much better. Yeah, I still need to sort of like play around the settings, so apologies if this video's a little bit jarring and stuff. I mean, it's just my beauty and soft focus, really. Anyway, so yeah, looks pretty appetising. You could have probably gone a bit more generous on some of the ingredients, but hey ho, it is what it is. Anyway, let's just shut up and give it a taste. It's amazing how not very salty at all this sandwich is. The crisps, you're not getting any flavour from them. Just like sort of like oily finish in your mouth. Oh, aye. You're getting more of the flavour of like the salami and the cheese. Like a little bit of a sweetness, a little bit of a nuttiness. There's more peppery character coming from the salami than there is the actual crisps. Mayonnaise, completely unnecessary, although it would be a very dry crisp butty. I mean, the aftertaste of the salami is like the star of the show. So it would have just been better making yourself a cheese and salami focaccia, whatever it is. It's just really lacking flavour. And that's a real sad thing, because the consistency of the sandwich itself works brilliantly and it is satisfying to eat. It's just, I probably could have done a bit more, spiced it up a little bit. But I think all those flavours of all the ingredients are like sort of like subtle anyway, nuanced. So yeah, rather disappointing, but I'll finish it nonetheless. So that was my Brexit crisp butty. Come to your own conclusions. I'm sure you can link some parallels to the outcome of the Brexit vote, which is I'm a little bit behind to make a Brexit related video, but it's still a topic of discussion and we are still feeling it. But yeah, on their own, all the ingredients are okay. The crisps, I am really disappointed. Really am. And like I said, you could replace that with any sort of like kettle chip from your local supermarket for considerably less. But it sort of works. It was just a bit of an experiment, a little bit of a playful crisp butty. But I know I can make much better. And I have done, so if you want to check those out, I haven't created a playlist because I'm too lazy, then go on the channel and have a look. Any suggestions? I've had a few suggestions, just not made them yet, so I need to get on top of that. But yeah, let me know your thoughts, opinions. How would you do it differently? And yeah, let me know how this video's turned out, because I obviously won't see it until I'm editing it, and I'm only editing it on iMovie on my phone, so I'll see a much more sharper image in general. So probably on the TV. Why would you want to watch any of my videos on your smart TV? I don't know. Then yeah, let me know how you think this video came out, and if you've got any tips or tricks especially with the iPhone 14 Pro Max in terms of how to fully utilise its camera, because that's basically the main reason why I got upgraded to this phone. Then let me know any sort of suggestions in the comments. So regardless of whether you voted to leave or remain, I hope you've enjoyed this video, and any suggestions for future Chris Butties, then let me know in the comments. Anyway, finishing off my cup of capitalism. He's done that joke twice now, and I shall hopefully see you all later, and I do definitely need to get into the shower. Cheers, tally ho, toodle pip, I'm English. Bye bye.